This one's 100% blind for me. Don't know what I'm in for. Excited to find out. Right. One bottoms up. Anyone who's a subscriber or a moderator is able to access the "you died" command. There's a cooldown on it to keep people from triggering it twice for the same death. But sometimes I die so frequently that the cooldown is a problem, so yeah, keep an eye on it. It is reset, yep. Welcome to die. From Software. Yeah, so if you're tuning in on YouTube, I probably have this in the Souls series playlist. Demon Souls will be first because it's the first game to come out, but I've actually already played Dark Souls. Excited to play through the whole series, so you can go check out, that should be in the playlist as well, and then we'll do Dark Souls 2 after this one, Bloodborne, and then Dark Souls 3. Man was granted a soul, and with it clarity. On the second day, upon earth was planted an irrevocable poison, soul-devouring demon. That's a big dragon carrying a zombie? I don't know if there's a concept of undead in the Demon Souls universe. It's a little different. But these guys are great. I think they said that Dark Souls 3 is their last game in the series, but I think they've made their mark on the industry. Like, I would expect to see Dark Souls-inspired games forever now. I love that cycle of development. I played about 2 hours of 3D Dot King, and it was pretty cool. I like this music the best. Is it the same composer? There's a few songs in Dark Souls that were really good. I like how in general the game is quiet except in boss fights. A few other exceptions. Yeah. Not the same composer? I don't think Bloodborne 2 is out, right? Is it even planning on making it? I don't think From Software. I think From Software does like Souls-style games. So that's what I had heard. I hope it's not true. I'd love to play more of them. Cool. Hey Plaster, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Spooky, scary. Oh, I have to scroll down to accept it? I have to actually read it? I can't track my eye motion. Welcome to Demon Souls Online mode. Online interactions not rated. Players get hints from messages and bloodstains, which is interesting because I don't think that Dark Souls tells you about that at all. It just kind of happens. Alright, we're gonna... That's fine. Go with the same stuff we went with before. Oops. Rock on. How about class? Class is the same as in Dark Souls, where it just determines your starting stats and equipment, but it's not a permanent decision, right? To figure out what they do. Priest, Magician, Wanderer, Barbarian, Thief, Temple Knight, Royalty. I want whatever gives me. Hunter. One Vit and Endurance is how I want to build here. Knight actually seems like a pretty even distribution of stats. I might go with that. I did a dexterity build in Dark Souls. I think I'll go with strength this time instead. West, east, south, north. Go south. She can be older. Oh, there's a gender slider? That's cool. Ponytail's probably fine. Can't really tell what the age slider is doing. Oh, interesting, I see. Sounds good. Oh god, I don't care about any of that. Probably very rarely gonna get to see her face, especially if there's a whole hollow, unhollow feature in this like there is in Dark Souls. Right.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented.
It's true that the demons, the Soul series are like a spiritual successor in general to this game series called King's Field from back in the day. I haven't played it.
Swept across the land.
I remember Penny Arcade talking about it a bit.
Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned.
So fog is officially
But
a thing.
Phalanx of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had aroused the Old One,
Oh god.
the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber.
Wow.
And that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the music direction being very different from Dark Souls.
Those who lose their souls also lose their minds.
Has fog ever been a good thing in
The
video
mad
games?
attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valarfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon's soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief,
It was an evil place.
Sage Urbane,
I like fog in the
Skurver
real world.
the Wanderer,
Oh, we're listing off these like
the
the.
Sixth Saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland,
Are we gonna fight all these people?
and
Gravelord
Sage
Nito.
Frank the Visionary.
We'll see.
The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction.
Okay, so we're in a very similarly
The
grim
deep fog will eventually swallow
universe
all
to Dark
lands
Souls.
near and far.
I kind of like that feel. I don't know if Bloodborne's like that too, but it feels like in Dark
But
Souls that you're in this
Boletaria
world that's
has
past
one
its
final
prime. Like
hope.
there's this rich history, but
A
it's
lone
over.
warrior who has
Everybody's
braved the
dying.
baneful fog.
Things aren't really looking that great.
Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Oregon Trail is pretty cool. So is Oregon Trail. The Monumental. We're gonna try to figure out what all the stats do at our earliest convenience. I'm guessing like Dark Souls don't give people a chance to level up for a while or look at them. So there's gonna be something in the plot that in Dark Souls you have the dark sign, which is what lets you respawn when you die. I don't know if there's something similar in Demon Souls.
So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
No, the Wise Man's Fear board game Kickstarter. Is it already closed or is it still running? Original Prince of Persia, that'd be cool. Oh, they just start you with your gear in this one, okay. What does this guy say? Read message. R1 standard attack. Yay, we're back in the Souls game. I'm excited. Circle to sprint, that's the same. Is there like a... Okay, there's still a sprinting attack, good to know. Looks like I've got a blue meter in this one too. Teach me guard, it must be about that. controls in this feel a little bit, like, almost more forgiving than Dark Souls. It's just the beginning of the game. We'll see if it changes later. Here I feel like I can get away with mashing a little bit more without getting my ass kicked. A bunch of corpses. I'm not sure if there's anything we can interact with. I don't think so. Keep moving. So how was Demon's Souls received when this game first came out? Was this really, really appreciated? And that's why they ended up making Dark Souls? And does anyone know if it was more popular in the West versus the East? Oh, you should totally read them Propagable, they're really good. Crescent Grass. Is it? I don't know if this game has Estus Flasks. It's in the same spot as Estus Flask. Yeah, we're good. Try to look into that later. Okay. Look at that level design. They put the item over here to draw your attention to a place where you can drop off the side of the gate. That's very smart. Otherwise you might not know to check there. Didn't have quite the exposure. So it was critically acclaimed, but not a lot of people knew about it. There's your controller rumbles when you roll in this one. I don't think that happened in Dark Souls. I keep thinking it means I got hit. To get used to it. Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, I'm really glad it came out then. Can still stagger them. I take significantly less damage from a regular enemy in this tutorial than I think you do in the Dark Souls tutorial, at least so far. Bonfire? Marstead. This game has unlimited warping, doesn't it? Unlike the bonfires in Dark Souls where you don't unlock that until a little bit later in the game, you get it right away in this one. Only rumbles when you fat roll on Bonkington. Okay, good looking out. Alright, we're gonna stop fat rolling real soon. Retro? Interesting. Can I see my stats somewhere? Who's that guy? HP, and the item burden you can shoulder is associated with vitality in this one. Interesting, instead of endurance. I guess it's both of them. Endurance, strength, damage from falling, miracle, luck. Okay, so they have that in place of humanity in this one. Is it the same rule that you... How do rolls work in Demon's Souls? Is it based on a percentage? Is it the same, like 25, 50, 75 as Dark Souls? Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be very good at parrying. I can try practicing it here. Yeah, so you have different kinds of rolls based on... Nice! You have different kind of rolls based on your equipment load. Under 50% for fast rolling? I'm tempted to take some gear off to get to that threshold. How can I not see it from here? I think I can see it in this. Oh, okay, here we go. We have to take off everything except for the armor. That's better. Weight you can carry and weight you can wear. Oh, interesting. Did they both affect your ability to roll or no? Shit. Screwed that up. shit, I got aggressive. Go back to playing it safe. That guy's a bit tougher. I see. Oh, it's not Estus flasks. I don't know if I'm just going to be able to climb those or if there's a pretty early item cap. 100% you can't roll at all. Okay. Here, buddy. Shit. Gotta learn the parry timing on this guy. It's very different from the previous dude. Kick doesn't work quite the same as it did in the previous game, does it? I'm trying to do kick here. I was able to stagger him earlier without actually doing an attack, but I don't think I fully understood how it worked. I think invasions are in this one, right? That's not a Dark Souls exclusive mechanic. Shouldn't go for the heavy strike with this weapon, it's not worth it. Okay, we can try doing backstabs. I assume they still exist in this game too. What's this guy say? Oh, okay. That's probably better for staggering, isn't it? That's what I ended up using last game more. Okay, try that for a bit. Yeah, sorry if I accidentally referred to Dark Souls as previous game, since I played it first. It's not what I actually mean. Half Moongrass. Oh, I see. That probably heals better with Crescent Moongrass. I like a lot of the sound effects are the same. It's cool. I don't know if they stick around into Dark Souls 2 and 3. Is there a secret dude in here? This feels like the kind of room where there'd be a secret dude. Not quite secret. Alright, the heavy thrust goes a little bit faster when you're two-handing it, I think. Alright. Oh shit! Fog door. Oh, I thought there might be a secret item over here. Disregard. So what are we in for next? Shit. Gotta be really careful about getting anxious and like spamming the attack button. If you're gonna get anxious, spam the roll button. Probably just don't spam at all is a better decision. Half Moongrass. Oh, we do have 2 weapons already. That's cool. We'll keep the sword for now. I might try out the dagger later. I want to play exactly the same playstyle as Dark Souls, but then again, there's a reason why I picked it. Whoa, that guy's tall. Look how the fight just starts too. No cutscene introduction. There are some cutscene introductions in like Dark Souls, but I like that it kind of has that Diablo 2 feel where the enemies just are kind of there. Holy shit, that guy kills you in 1 hit. But I was doing pretty well there at the beginning. I was a little low on health. I didn't have enough stamina to roll there. You died. Try to get our ship back. Curious how far back it sends us, since there haven't been like bonfires in this one. Maybe the fog gates. He is kind of doofy looking compared to the Asylum demon. The textures are a bit more flat in this one. It looks almost more cartoony in a way.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Oh, so I bet I could technically kill that guy.
Granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Cool.
Let strength be granted so the
But it's
world
probably
might be
expected
mended.
that someone fighting him for the first time will die. If I
So
hadn't
the
have
world might be mended.
missed my roll there, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I guess you can technically beat the Asylum demon the first time you bump into it. Hey, thanks for the host, Death Johnson. You streaming recently? How's it been going?
This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletarian.
You can technically beat the Asylum
Thou
demon
canst
when you
not
first
exit
meet it
the
with
Nexus.
this starting weapon. It's just really
Each of
hard.
the 5 archstones will connect them to
You have died and the Nexus has trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. By capturing demon souls, you can reclaim your physical body. Nexial binding. Like a ring? Oh, I guess that's probably the equivalent of... Yeah, okay. So this is this game's version of the dark side in Dark Souls. Symbol of those imprisoned in the Nexus. Having these ties you to the Nexus. Even if you lose your physical body, you cannot die and your soul remains trapped. So is it possible to play through all of Demon Souls without ever dying and never visiting the Nexus? This guy looks familiar.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you?
Oh, you end up dying somehow if you beat him.
For demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero?
I like that. I like that Dark Souls has some things deliberately calling you back
Hunting
to
for
Demon
demons?
Souls.
Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletarian.
Archstone of the Small King, huh?
You new here? Do you hear from my services? My name's Baldwin. Just an ordinary blacksmith.
Guy sounds like
It's simple. Just bring me
Alan
all
Rickman.
the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge ones you already have.
his meter, his
Your
cadence sounds
souls.
like Alan Rickman.
I can eke out a living, and with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal?
Looks like they let me keep my souls from that fight, which is nice. Upgrade weapon. Shard of Heartstone. Okay, don't have any of those. Go ahead and prepare real quick. What else does he have for sale? Crescent Moongrass, MP, cover, right hand durability, a bunch of new weapons I'm not as worried about for now.
You come back alive. I need your business.
If you kill him, you're forced to die afterward? Okay, gotcha.
I'm Stockpile Thomas.
I feel like it's easier to see the opening
When the
NPCs
Scourge
in
came,
this
I
game's
didn't
version of the
know what
Firelink
hit me.
Shrine.
When I came to, I found myself here, in the Nexus.
You don't look quite so
My
gross
wife
when you
and
die
daughter
in this
fell
one.
victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave
There were
slayers of demons.
probably half the NPCs in
I would
Firelink
be
Shrine I
happy
never
to
even
lighten
noticed.
your load and look after any excess baggage.
Maybe it's the stuff that they have around them that draws your attention to them in this one. Is there... So, it sounds like in Dark Souls you have infinite inventory. In this one you do have an item burden that you have to worry about, so you probably don't want to carry stuff that you're not using, right? Hey Freedom, thanks for the follow. Welcome. I'll hold on to the stuff I have
Best of
right
luck to
now. I
you.
might change my mind later and move some of it around. Pretty good at drawing your attention around in this one. Let's go. Old King Doran. Probably going to read more of the item descriptions in this one when we find new stuff. I didn't really appreciate how much lore was contained therein playing Dark Souls until after I finished it. It was kind of fun reading through it on my New Game Plus playthroughs when I was going for the Platinum Trophy. We won't spend a ton of time on it, but then again, it's like, you know, often like a paragraph per item, so. We're going to be playing Demon Souls today until 5 o'clock Pacific, so about another hour and a half. It will be on the schedule at least one day per week until we beat Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3. Oh, I like the Hellkite Dragon. I wonder if it's actually something we're going to have to fight or if it's going to guard a bridge again. Oh, that's a bummer, Death Johnson. I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, so we can use that to return the Nexus. I thought we could level up. Maybe we just haven't unlocked that capability yet. That must be later on in the game. Be wary of the enemy's rhythm. There's treasure ahead. Indeed there is. I'm going to say that there's a way to... I think I prefer the Estus Flask system to the Moongrass system. How do you rate stuff in this game? I probably need to get an item for it later, right? I think you needed to have like the orange soapstone or something. Oh, I got an item. Those are dudes. Those are not friendly dudes. It's like, where are there friendly dudes in Dark Souls? Come on. Friendly NPCs don't move around. And they certainly don't hide behind battlements. These guys like to do their jump straight. Is it the same where you have to be... So how does invasion work in this one? In Dark Souls, you have to be human in order to get invaded, so you kind of implicitly opt into the invasion system. I wasn't sure if maybe as early as this game you could just be invaded whenever. Shit! Oh, that was really sloppy. Let's try to be less sloppy this time. One strong attack is enough to kill them. They do look like the Link from Twilight Princess, the one who teaches you your sword moves. Please recommend this message. Look how it looks like you're draining souls whenever you take damage. Shit! That jump strike, man. You really gotta be careful locking on in this one. Can't really see enemies coming for you. Steps like these. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you are still opting in. Hey, buddy. Just keep yelling. Maybe you should calm down a little bit. Use fire on the next enemy. Be wary of the enemy's cuteness. I'm guessing that the messages you can select from are still from a like preset list of options. Oh, cool. Awesome, Super. Yeah, I'm excited to get to Dark Souls 3. It's going to be a while. We're only going to be playing the Souls games for maybe 4, 5, 6 hours per week. So we got to get through this one and Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne before we get to Dark Souls 3. So it'll probably be in several months, but when we get to it, I think it'll be good times. They show us the pit there. That's cool. There's no plunging strike in this game, or did I just not execute it correctly? Alright, I don't want to fall in there. That seems like a bad decision. Limitations breed creativity. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that system. Having it be limited to preset set of commands. So that first boss that kicked our ass, the Proto-Asylum Demon, Does he one-hit kill you even if you go in there at full health? I like that they're red, they stand out much better. Oh god, okay. Thanks, Bloodstain. Oh, there's a guy behind me. Not good, let's get the hell out of here. Shit! Go, 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 go. Got him. The high health starting class can survive a single hit. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like if I could have taken one hit, I might have been able to beat him. But I also didn't go in at full health. Need to get a better sense of how much stamina I actually have. I'm still kind of operating on the stamina I had at the end game of Dark Souls, which is really bad because I had way too much of it. Had almost infinite dodges. I think one of my favorite mechanics about this game and the series I've played so far is the way that you're limited in your button presses, and that even just attacking consumes the same stamina meter that you're using for rolling. It really makes you be careful with your inputs, even beyond just the intolerance for spamming. The way it cues your actions gets you in trouble. It doesn't let you cancel out of moves. Okay, looking good. Fog gate. Be wary of the enemy's fire attacks. Okay. Bad enemy up there. Coming down here. Nailbreaker. There's treasure ahead. I want to be resurrected. Are there secret walls in Demon Souls like there are in Dark Souls? Because you could come down here just for the Nailbreaker. Let me see if I can look at it. I don't want to get murdered while I'm looking at my new stuff. Oh, I already have a Nailbreaker. Okay. It's just like a dagger. Stick with the sword for now. There's the fire attacks I was talking about. Bite me, dude. We got time for you. With this bloodstain. Oh, did he just get burned to death? Alright. Oh god, I hope they're not like the torch-bearing undead in previous game. They were the worst. I think they could kill you even if you were at like soul level 99. Well, I guess everything can kill you at soul level 99, but they were particularly nasty. Shit. Yeah, it looks like they still do some crazy berserker shenanigans on you. Whoa, that dude's hanging out up there. Is he accessible? Is he just like snipe you? I don't see a ladder anywhere for me to climb to get up to him. I guess if I had bought the bow and arrow, I could take him out, or I could try throwing my own fire bombs at him. Probably not worth it. We're just gonna skip him. Not worth the hassle. Whoa! Can you just above me now? I think so. I feel like the bloodstains are really useful in this game. It felt a little bit less so in the previous one. Not on the side. He probably fell to his death there. What's up, dude? The ragdolls are kind of silly. I'm wondering, are they still as goofy in like Bloodborne and Demon Souls 3 or Dark Souls 3? I feel like the silliness of the ragdolls has got to be part of the fun at this point for them. Well, you can use sound to tell if a new guy is coming after you. Half moon grass. careful, just randomly rolling around. How do I get down there? It looks like it's a secret. I don't know how to get to it though. Let's drop. Can I get in there somehow? From here? I don't think I can just roll in there. I think that's the way it works. Yeah, how the hell does one get in there? Can you roll in here or something? Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. I want to get whatever that is. Try doing a roll in there and see if that's the solution, but that can't be it either. Is that a switch? No, it's like a sconce. Cannot roll in there. Okay. Can I get to it right now? Maybe I shouldn't obsess over it. Okay, thank you, Honk Bonkington. Saving the trouble of trying 100 times. Oh shit! Should have seen that coming. Opens up later indeed. Nice. Hey, bastard sword. I might try that. Okay. Whoa. This thing is really heavy. There's someone walking around. I don't want to die from checking my inventory. Is it because I'm just over the equip limit with it on? If I unequip here. There we go. Okay. I thought he had like a really big shield in front of him. I didn't realize that it was a boulder. Cool. Alright, this one has a much longer spin-up time, so a much bigger penalty for misfiring it. Oh god, this guy's got a really long reach. Didn't stagger though. I think that Dark Souls feels a little moodier, but that's just because the texture's a little bit higher quality. Everything feels grimmer. Hold up. Thought so. I really just need the shield for when there's an emergency. Ability shortage. Oh, I see. Gotta have it two-handed. I want to get my strength high enough that I can wield it one-handed just in case I make a mistake and accidentally have it in one hand. It was a very common mistake for me to make in Dark Souls. So I think I asked this earlier, how does kicking work in this game? I thought I used it earlier successfully, but it wasn't quite as tight as I remembered it being. Yeah, I just did it there. It's some kind of stagger ability. It's not exactly the same as... Oh, it's a nice overhead attack. I like that. You still like tap the button forward. It's like you do like a smash attack in Smash Brothers, right? Looks like I can only do it with R1. This was before Dark Souls. This is basically proto-Dark Souls. I was like, what's gonna kill this guy in here? Apparently rolling into a hole. Maybe that's not what killed him. Maybe he rolled down here. Unless if he fell all the way down to the middle. Maybe one of these assholes killed him because they suck. Something fierce. Okay, I can kill them in a single R1 attack, which is very, very good. Whew. Oh god. What the hell just happened? Afraid I don't want to know. Oh, I guess they're teaching us about explosive barrels. Okay. Write more messages. I feel like I should go back up and see what that fog gate was that I skipped. I assume it's a boss fight, though. We don't want to get too far. I like to keep my souls. Attack. Attack what? Oh. Okay. We do that safely from in here? That seems like that could end badly for me. I mean, it could also be a secret. Could see it being like a shortcut or something. Okay, that didn't actually appear to do anything. I thought I was gonna make this thing like fall down. Gonna be going Dex in this one. Oh god, more of these assholes. Come on, guys. Your buddies. Come on, friends. Shit. Carol dodge. Don't let them do their frenzy attack on you. Whew, got a nice backswing on the bastard sword. Magic was really strong in this one. Interesting. Look out for the explosive barrels. I still don't have a way. Well, I guess I could switch to fire bombs to try to do that. Is it true that there is no plunge attack in this game? Maybe they're not actually explosive. There's a lever ahead. I found a lever. I found a lever. I found a lever. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. Cling ring. Back up somewhere where I can safely inspect and potentially equip that. Lose less HP when in soul form. Mysterious ring forged in the shape of an eye. Okay. And we're in soul form right now, right? We look kind of like a spooky ghost. Whoa, whoever cleared chat, thank you. I didn't even see what was said. Perfect. Old ragged jade hair ornament. Okay. I want to read what's up with those items. I also don't want to die. Go back where I think it's mostly safe. No plunger jump attack? Okay, gotcha. I'm right at the equip burden threshold. Well, I guess maybe I can equip one of these if it's light. No, they're too heavy. The jade thing must be like a item, yes? Is there like key items somewhere? Hold up. Oh, okay, here we go. Jade hair ornaments. Could have belonged to a poor little girl. No, that's sad. Yeah, I'll try to ask for specific mechanics. If you hint something that's like too much and somebody clears chat, it's no big deal. You're not in trouble. Just trying to help me not get spoiled on it. You're not. No one's getting modded or anything like that. Ah, okay. So I opened my first shortcut. Sweet. Side. I guess I must have missed those things earlier. Maybe they weren't there at the beginning. Right. This is how we first got here. Okay, so question, am I able to level up right now? Like if I go back to the Nexus, because I know how to get to it now that I've opened this shortcut, can I spend my 900 souls on leveling up or only on like buying things from merchants right now? I think you run really fast in this game too. I'm not able to level up this time. Okay, well, I'll risk it. Could buy some gear, but I'm wondering how many of those torch guys respawn in that shortcut. It might not be the most useful shortcut in the world. I'm glad I went that way instead of going in the fog gate. I'm gonna go check the opposite side real quick. You have to fight for your right to level up. Okay, thank you for confirming. Oh, I just skipped this guy. That's cool. I should probably figure out here. I think Half Moon Grass just heals better than Crescent Moon Grass. Okay, we'll leave it on Half Moon for a bit. Let me use the Crescent as a way to heal out of combat. I noticed that my health meter is building up there in the top left corner, which is kind of cool. Like, it's definitely longer than it was before, even though I haven't leveled up at all. I wonder if you go for a certain amount of time without dying or get a certain amount of soul XP that starts to increase. If only I had some friends. Maybe not right now. I'll come back here later. That guy looks spooky. Get down tonight. Oh, that's the cling ring? Oh, interesting. So it just makes your HP pool bigger. I thought it meant it took less damage. Huh. Okay, thank you, Bloodstain. Ah. Trap ahead in the Bloodstain. That's the, that's living the dream right there. It says PS3 only, and it's still PS3 only. It does not have a PC re-release. Whoa. Yeah, I assume that my hit point bar is going to get longer when I de-hollowify or whatever. Yeah, so this game came out first, and then Dark Souls is a spiritual successor to it, is a better way to think about it. I love the, like, mild, almost, like, pseudo-horror theme of the Souls games. A friend lies right ahead. It's lots of reading. Hey, what's up?
Good day to you. Care to look over my wares?
Oh, I sure do.
Mostly stolen, but who's telling you?
There's an almost like cartoonish look to a lot of the characters, like the NPCs and the enemies in this. It's cool. Feels very different. Oh man, it's expensive. Nothing I can afford at the moment.
Be a brave knight or depraved slave. The demons will snatch your soul, then you'll go mad. And those who dare cling to their humanity are hunted down. It is the end of great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle. Hold it, friend. Going so soon.
Oh yeah. Bye, buddy. Alright, what happens when you run ahead? I could try blowing up those barrels myself. I have the ability. Shit, I don't like that. What's happening with this guy? Oh, he's coming from the other direction, and then he gets killed by that dude. I see. This game's pretty cool so far, though. It's really neat to see like how many ideas were already there in Demon Souls. Oh shit. Behind me, indeed. Where is this? I hear this breathing Darth Vader character somewhere. It's pretty spooky. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Whew. That almost went really, really badly for me. This one feels almost a little bit more horror focused at the start of the game. Dark Souls, I feel like you're more afraid because of how strong all the enemies are. More traditional gaming fear, I'm gonna get ambushed and killed. This one, there's like the sound direction in the background. Breathing sound. Oh my god, I can't recommend this series more for everyone to play. Maybe not everyone, I don't think Andrea would enjoy the Souls series. She doesn't really like games to be extremely challenging. But if you would all enjoy tough games, I think that it's definitely worth it. There's a dude down there. Oh, it's a ghost. He died to the... Hey, one of these guys again. What's up, buddy? Oh, shit. Shit. I was trying to get to the guy shooting at us first. I'm gonna fight him, I just wanna do so without being attacked by another guy. Let's get him somewhere on flatter terrain. That was way too much stamina usage, I wasn't able to roll out. Heal up a little bit. Yeah, I think that the Estus flask system is really, really clever. This game doesn't really seem to have an equivalent to the bonfire system of the previous game. I guess the little Nexus portals sort of work that way. Maybe you get to them more frequently, but there's less like intra-level checkpoints that I've encountered so far. Estus flasks are clever because it's not a traditionally consumable item. They refresh every time you die and every time you get to a bonfire, so you feel compelled to use them. It certainly addresses the consumable terror. Use observation on next time. Oh, that's really cool. And we can see a dragon in the distance. Oh, that was really neat. Cool. Building dread about the dragon. Like, am I gonna fight that guy? Wonder if they're talking about the dragon too. Tail is swiping all the time. Wonder if it's the kind of thing where you can shoot him from here too. Yeah, the item pop-ups, I'm clicking through them too quickly. I think it goes a little bit slower than the last game. Let me try to see if there's anything really interesting. Still the same weapons, still the same armor. I think it's mostly been Crescent Moon Grass. Right. Watch yourself. I see dudes on both sides there. I want their spears. I might want to try a spear build in this game. I just said that I wasn't going Dex. Soldier's Lotus. Hey people, thank you for the hosts. Appreciate that. I'm digging this game so far though. I wanted more Souls in my life and I've got it. I'm gonna be bummed when I finish all the Souls games. Beware of dangerous foes ahead. Okay. Whew. That's a lot of dudes. There's gotta be some other shenanigans I can do to take those guys. Oh, is it a dragon? Just heard wings. I'm good. Great if the dragon just kills all of them. This is a similar bridge in Dark Souls. It doesn't actually kill them though, it looks like. Maybe you need to bait him to burn them all. I'll wait here for a sec to see if he comes. There's the dragon. He just flies and taunts you. Wait just a little bit longer. I don't know if I want to run down there and fight them. It seems like it's not worth it. Maybe he's always like flying around when you're in this general area. Hopefully he's not like gonna surprise me. Okay, I see him there. Playing with fire here though. There we go. That's what we wanted. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But now does he just stay on the other end and always bleed fire if you come up on this? Oh, I love this game. This is awesome. Looks like he just keeps... Maybe he'll leave eventually. Curious what drives it. I think he eventually knows that you're here. Oop. Running, 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 not worth it. I don't even know what I got. Just had to pick it up really fast. Look at my inventory here in a second. No, nothing new. That's specific. All consumables and the like. I think I can eventually make it to the end, but I can feel it. I know he's just gonna show up and murder me. I want to get to the end and see what's up. Shit, not worth it. Okay, we baited them out so we can fight them down here, so it's gonna be okay. Oh, do they just have tons of hit points? They have huge defense. You need to burn them with the dragon. I see. It's to keep you from... Alright, we gotta get them back over there then. Oh, I'm one-handing my weapon. Okay, thank you, Spiky. That makes a lot of sense. But maybe they were designed to be only killable with the dragon. That makes way more sense. That's not gonna be the last time I make that mistake. Kung Lao over here. More half moongrass, which we have a lot of now. He's gone for now. It looks like you got, like, there's a hidden time limit. Once you move out on the bridge, the dragon starts flying out there. I kind of want to see if there's a secret on the other side. We don't have a lot of time to cover it, though. Check. I think the best possible time to go. Yeah, I have to look over on my items there. Ability shortage. Go, 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 go! Whew! Goodness. We get this lever. Man. Yeah, that's pretty great. Big fan. Hey Ben, so sleepy. You're being very good, Ben. You're usually much more mopey, knocking stuff over. Okay, so I think that opened the main gate at the entrance to this level, right? So it's probably another shortcut of some kind. So that's exciting. Don't know if there's anything else of merit out here. Probably worth checking. Oh, that was an openable door. This might get something. Very well. I don't know what I just picked up. I have to mash the button to get the hell out so I don't get burned to death. I'm sure you understand. MP, soldier, souls. No new weapons. I guess... yeah, no new weapons yet. May have been crossbow bolt. That's what we got. Just planning his next move. Lure it out. Whoa! I don't think this interacts with the dragon at all. Famous last words. I don't know what turpentine does. Turpentine. Apply to right-hand weapon to cover in fire. Cool. It's just a soul. Okay, thank you. Nope. Hell to the no. There's a torch asshole and a couple of spearmen, it looks like. Kung Lao spearmen. I think we just got a spear. Which is exciting. I kind of want to try one. I thought that was an enemy for a second. Alright. We get spear. Oh, I can't use it at all yet. Alright. That's fine. Come back to it later once we can level up. Still a fire dude in here? Or just a torch? Oh shit! The guy's standing right there in the corner. I think they used lighting to conceal the enemies a little bit better in this. There were a couple places, especially in the DLC of Dark Souls, where it was pretty tough to see the enemies. But they often had some kind of tell, like glowing eyes or the like. Are there chests in this game? Is there a certain kind of box I should be keeping my eye out for, or all the items in the form of those glowing soul lights? God. Nope. Not looking forward to that. I hate these guys. Nice. Living the dream right there. They're probably not as bad as I'm thinking they are. Is this like a slime? Oh, cool. Oh, is it a Phalanx? This is our first, like, gross monster enemy in Demon Souls. So far they've all been, that's cool. They've all been, like, undead-looking, irregular dudes. There's another one. Check it in a second. Unknown hero soul. Good guy. Shit. Forgot these aren't like slimes in the Dark Souls. Can probably knock him off the ledge there, but if he drops anything, you miss out. I do like that enemies aren't immune to falling in Dark Souls, even some bosses. It's really cool. Feels really cheap in some games when enemies can like fall into spike traps and be fine, you know? Shit. Got too aggressive. Almost got punished for it. Fortunately, these guys are super slow. And Heavy Strike is a pretty big stamina waste. What do you drop? Shard of Sharpstone. That's not the thing that we need to upgrade stuff, is it? Oh, sweet. Okay, so it's like, what are they called? Titanite shards? In Dark Souls? Got another short, I mean, we just got hella shortcuts today. This is great. I feel like this game is a lot more hub-based, like... So far, if the only checkpoint is the Nexus return, it's not so much about finding bonfires as it is opening these little shortcuts throughout the map. I don't think I want to go in that thing yet. Yeah, the Taurus demon. I kind of hear people's point. People are like, man, it's kind of a bummer that you got gypped out of that fight because you learn a lot about the mechanics of the game. He's pretty easy in that he's really slow and it's kind of easy to telegraph his attacks and roll around him and the like. And I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything up here, and then we'll go through the fog door. I don't think there's anything I want to buy from this store. Try to hold on to my souls. Might be the death of me, but who knows? I think this is the camp. Yes, okay. So we didn't go left, we're going left this time. Let's see. Down here. Hoping I get a chance to get a rematch against Derpy Asylum Demon later. Cling Ring is kind of like the Tiny Beings ring. Maybe it behaves a little bit different. Just a little ominous, right? Wonder how that's going to come up. Don't bother with shields. Don't worry, I don't. Oh, this is Phalanx. Oh god. The real boss is the frame rate in this fight. Yeah, so this guy was in the... Or something like this, a creature that was like this, was in Dark Souls. It wasn't a boss. This is no time to read messages. Nice. Okay, so I don't know if the ads in the room like spawn indefinitely or if it's worth trying to kill all of them. Oh, interesting. The ads like shield it, so you kind of gotta get behind it. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. I like it. Especially for what I'm expecting is intended to be the first fight you do. They're slow enough that you can mostly ignore them. I think what we want to do is just get behind them a lot. Shit. Not like that. Get out of dodge. Patient with it. Yeah, I think that he like pulls the ads onto his body and the shields end up like blocking damage. It's kind of cool. I don't think there's any point in... Oh, does he heal? I just saw his health go up. I think we do need to kill the ads. Okay, we'll try. Maybe this is like a really crazy version of the fight from Zelda. The guy with all the eyeballs that you have to knock off of his body and kill. I get the sense that that's what they want us to do here. Like, they give you a chance to practice with these enemies earlier in the dungeon. Nice. Don't want to be right in front of them. Bunch of spear hits. This is pretty aggressive for a very first fight. First boss fight, like real boss fight. And it's not that hard, but I'm impressed that there's this kind of intensive mechanic right out the gate. A little bit more damage. No! Go, 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 go! I forget the actual name of the boss. He's in several Zelda games. He's in Dungeon 5 and Link to the Past. The big eyeball monster, you have to use the hookshot to pull everything off of him. Oh man, Andrew would be super jealous. She loves corn dogs. She always gets corn dogs as fair food, which means you're paying like $5 for them. I'm like, why do you spend so much money on corn dogs? I mean, those are cheap food. Corn dogs is like poor people food from when I was a kid. She never really had them growing up, so they're a special treat. I should get a little bit more damage on these guys. Argus, gotcha. There's so many of them. Some of them I do more damage to. Maybe it's because I'm getting them from behind, and usually they have their shield up. That must be it. Let me take this really slow. Yeah, that was a good song. Oh, it is definitely getting behind them. You get big damage. It's almost enough for a one-hit kill. Okay, let's stop getting impatient. We can win this. Just gotta take it slow and steady wins the race. Now the problem is to get behind him, you're necessarily getting pretty close to the actual boss. Oh god, I'm about to take a ton of hits there. Luckily got out of the way in time. Ooh, yikes. Let's keep running around here. Get right behind him, you can do like 95 damage with the strong hands. One-hit kill. Perfect. More of that, please. Shit. Too aggressive there. Let's use this half moon grass and get a chance. I wonder if firebombs are any good on these dudes. Okay. Alright. I'm doing it the really stupid way over here. I wonder if firebombs are good on them. The answer is yes. I don't think it's spawning more of them. I think there are a finite number, but I guess we'll find out. All of them. It does seem like there's a lot of them. You're fired! Wahahaha. I guess worst case scenario, if we end up figuring out that there's a limited number of them, we get a lot of experience in the process, right? It's helped that they seem to be regenerating this time. I'm not really sure what causes that. Unless there's a certain type of damage that's not regenerated, that would be crazy. No, there are a finite number. You can kill all of them eventually. Okay, perfect. We got this. Get around the back here. He's got some of them that are just part of his body and some of them that are actual enemies, it looks like. Not sure what I just picked up, but we'll check after the fight. Probably start hitting him now. There's so few of the actual Phalanx enemies. This is the fight that's teaching you to take it slow and steady. If you just run in and start sorting him, you would get overwhelmed by these things. I wonder if you damage, like another thing that might happen is maybe if you damage him enough, he eats them to heal himself. That's another way to kill them, is to focus him down rather than the ads. chill for a sec. These guys are down. Shit, should have swung at him. I don't think his body can actually hurt you at all. Oh, is he getting smaller as we do damage to him too? That's cool. So they're not actually part of, they are attached to him, but they have their own hit point totals, it looks like. That's kind of cool. The demon was destroyed. You shall obtain the demon soul and a power that is beyond human imagination. That's all it takes. You have regained your body. Bring more souls of the Slayer of Demons. Oh, I will. My loot's still around? Fantastic. Oh, another sort of Marstead.
Where? Ow. Where? First try.
Cool. Bunch of shards. So I think the hardstone is the one that drops. Level 2, maybe? Oh, it changes. No, okay. It's different weapons that it's upgrading. That makes sense. So this is a warp point now, and I'm guessing I still can't level up with the souls that I've collected. Is that true? And has touching this archstone, has that respawned enemies, or is it going back to the Nexus that triggers enemies respawning? I want to be careful with doing that. Hey G Pry, how you doing? I can level now? Okay. And I do that by going to the Nexus, I assume? You can just tell me. I don't want to go back if it's not to level up. I like the little Phalanx spear there, that's a cool touch. I want it, can I use it? Go back, okay, thank you. Going back to the Nexus. Go ahead and level up. Having lots of fun with this game, yeah. That seems, it's frighteningly on point, Jan. Little bit too on the nose. The upside down lady kind of reminds me of the Kingseeker Framt. Yeah, I can eat a hot pepper. I love hot peppers. Whoa.
The Monumental awaits the above.
Cool. Sounds good. All about that base. Walk up there, fall off a ledge, lose all my souls in a place I can't get back
The
to.
Monumental will explain the Nexus to thee.
We do not have very many pizza places. It's kind of a bummer. I've always lived in a place that has really good pizza. Our best shot at pizza is this take and bake place called Papa Murphy's. I think they're a chain. They might be in other places too, but their pizza's actually really good. It's just that it's take and bake. What we're sorely lacking is we don't have like a local like cheap delivery pizza. Because sometimes you don't want to spend $17 on a pizza. Sometimes you just want a $5 like Little Caesars or something. Bloodstains here, people walk off the ledge and die. Lots of bloodstains. A distressing number of bloodstains in what is presumably a non-combat area. Papa Murphy's is all over the place. I had never heard of it until we moved here. We never had one. I've had other take and bakes, but... Hey girl, hey! Aren't you supposed to tell me the facts of life? Wait, we were supposed to talk about the facts of life. What are they? I like the aesthetic of the monks. That's cool. Facts of life? You're in supplication? Maybe I have to visit her on the bottom. I found a thing. I found a thing. Stealing things from dead people. Resurrect user's body from soul form. Oh, cool. I can't get invaded in the Nexus, right? Because that would be a bummer. Oh, I see that. What a cruel addition. Even let you do that. Really, Kupo? Yeah, well that's like kind of their deal. I guess they have so much volume propagable that they make up for it. Door to Pantheon. Hopefully this doesn't go to a boss fight. Player records. Oh, that's cool. Okay. People who... These are PvP records. Souls obtained. This must not lead to anything important. I guess we can get whatever this item is. Another thing that lets me res. Yeah. No, Andrea just knows that. When she hands me something, she's like, I think this is spicy, but you probably won't be able to tell. I'm like, I don't know what you think spicy is, but that's not it. Trophies obtained. This is all like a player versus player, like leaderboard kind of thing. Probably capped out within like days of the game releasing. Might be hackers in there too. This steamed carrot was a bit spicy for me. Very little is spicy for me. Chemical capsaicin. Chilokia pepper. Trinidad scorpion. Alright, so I'm gonna elicit aid. I thought that the implication here was that I just walked over here and talked to her. This looks like a supplication place, but I'm not getting any like pop-ups or anything here, so I guess not. Maybe I have to go down to the bottom instead. I felt like the cutscene was telling me to go up and down this hallway here. If I'm missing something obvious though, just let me know. That would be good info. It is up there, but not the big statue. Go back up and try to find it. It's a leap of faith. Just roll over that ledge there. Oh, is this it maybe? I thought this was the Hall of the Pantheon or whatever. Yeah, I don't really care about... It's not the door to the Pantheon area, right? Oh, there's a bloodstain that distracted me? Okay, hold on. Got an item here. Don't think there's like a door over here. People at home are like, oh my god, it's right there. I totally don't see it. I have no idea what it is. There's a bloodstain here that's distracting. I don't see any paths to go anyplace. That would be death. It's not like a door here. This is how we first got here. The bloodstain obscured my view? Okay, hold up. So there must have been something on the ground that I didn't see? Well, okay, tell me this. Is it this high? Is it like after this section where the big statue is? It's not up by the hall of whatever?
We have long awaited you,
Oh.
Slayer of Demons.
This might be it.
I am one of the Monumentals.
All the other
We preserve the
candles are
fabric
not on.
of reality.
Okay. Thank you for
There
not
is
just telling me.
something thou needest to know.
Appreciate it.
Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced.
So the other ones are all dead.
In the distant past,
We've seen
under
this
a
face in
benevolent
like
rule,
the opening
the
cutscene.
world was united, owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One.
Pretty excited to see this whole
Across
old
the
one
land
situation.
seeped a colourless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons.
That was pretty good conveyance too, with this whole area
Thanks
where there's
be,
just the one
we were
candle
able
on the
to
ground.
lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and
Wow.
half the world lost, erased by the fog.
Yeah, I wonder what
order
the
to mend
ending
the
is going to be, if it's going to be
fabric
as
of what
grim
land still
as the end of
remained.
Dark Souls.
We entrusted
Those are those six elders they mentioned at the beginning?
with six
Okay.
precious
So we had to go
archstones.
murder them and take their archstones, even
One,
though they're nice
To
people.
the king of a small yet diligent land. One to the king of the burrowers underground.
Dwarf King, okay.
One to the wise queen of the great ivory tower.
We lost like 20k souls, did suck.
Of lost and ill-fortuned
And grind it all back again. We couldn't even get back to recover them.
One to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last,
Go collect the
great
crystals!
giants of the northern lands.
This is gonna be fun.
The archstones were placed at nodes across the earth. We contained the Old One inside this Nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became Monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality.
Cool.
Alas,
The story in this one's a little bit more straightforward, I feel like. There's a lot more that's just very obscured from you as the player in Dark Souls. It's probably just the fact that we have a much longer scene, right? There weren't any interstitial cutscenes pretty much at all in Dark Souls.
now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity.
Sure, I can do
If
that.
not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
All day. No problem.
Yes. We are fortunate indeed to have you.
Monumental occasion.
Go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One.
Oh, you said kill the old
without
one, not every
demons
last
to
demon.
feed its souls, will a
I
new
guess the
servant
capital
seek
D demons are
and
like the
lure you to its
bosses.
bosom.
Hey, Knight. How's it going?
We neutralized the Old One and banned the soul arts. However, man's memory of history is o'ershort, and before long he repeated his mistakes. The Monumentals perished, and the Archstones were long forgotten. And the short-sighted King Alant.
What's the
once again
bonfire mechanic? In
aroused
this one
the
it's
Old One.
archstones. What is it in Bloodborne? Are there like gas lamps or something? Cool. Happy relaxing. Oh, we just gotta make it to when it lets us level up without losing these 4,700 souls. Lanterns, cool. Go talk to weird eyeless chick. What's up, girlfriend?
Brave soul, who fears not death. Prithee, Lull the old one back to its ancient slumber.
On it. Temporarily connected to fuse worlds. Should you lose your physical form, remember the Eye Stone. Maiden controls inhuman souls. Its power allows her to aid those who slay demons.
What is it? Dost thou seek soul power?
All day.
So be it. After all,
Oh, can you
thou
opt out of
requirest
leveling
strength.
up in this game?
Go forth, touch the demon inside me. Let these ownerless souls become thine own.
That's kind of cool. I guess you can also opt out just by not leveling up, but I guess it's a more explicit option in this one.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
Burden.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Can I see how much I
Art
need
thou
for the
done?
bastard
Name
sword?
that-
Let me take a look. Hold up. Stats needed 18 strength. So quite a bit. I can try getting up there
Thou
right quick.
seek then soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
I think that was worth doing.
Strength, art thou done?
And we'll go back to endurance and
May thine
other stats later.
strength help the world be mended.
What accent would you say she has? She has like...
Thou seekest soul power, dost thou not? Then touch the demon inside me.
I can't really place it. It almost sounds like constructed.
I shall await thine return, slayer of demons.
Oof.
I am here for thee, and thee only.
Yeah, I think I would say it's like a fantasy world accent, but that's pretty impressive, like, voice direction if they went to the trouble of getting her to speak in her own accent. Especially for a game that was originally in Japanese, you know? Alright, so now I can use my shield and my sword, which is super exciting. How we doing on equip burden, though? I can get up to 21 now. Okay, so I can wear gloves or boots. Let's go with the boots. There, she looks slightly less stupid with the boots on. We still have our... Wait. No, it's still fast roll, right? You know if it's a slow roll because it will make your controller rumble. A friend who is a girl.
Monumental. Those fools revived the old one on a whim. And now they've trapped us here in the Nexus in a desperate attempt to undo.
So this is kind of cool. Is this game like pretty non-linear? Can I go
Travesty, if you
pretty
ask
much
me.
any direction I want? I'm wondering if that scary night on the bridge is something that I could actually handle. I feel less afraid about going and... Oh, cool. I'm less afraid about going and like fighting enemies now that I can come back to base and spend my souls when I have enough to spend. The Japanese version of the Souls game have all the voices in English. Really? That's extra cool. One of my favorite factoids I've heard about Dark Souls is that the creator and his team were trying to recreate the feeling of when he was a kid, like reading a D&D book, but not really speaking a lot of English, so only picking up words here and there, and like having this sort of sense of wonder and uncertainty coming out of it. She one-shot them when it's one-handed? Yeah, two-handed then. You can try a heavy attack, see how much damage it does. Heavy attack is good enough. Whoa! Chill out there, buddy. Oh, try not to miss next time. There we go. Leave me alone, dude. Don't be a butt. Alright, so I'm tempted to go fight Bridge Dude. I don't really remember where he is, though. Probably have to fight through a lot of bullshit to get to him. I opened up a lot of, like, shortcuts en route. I might just go progress for a little bit. I don't know if Bridge Dude is comparable to, like, the Black Knights in Dark Souls, where you can totally fight them on your first pass, but you have to make very few mistakes. Oh, that's nice. So it's more non-linear than Dark Souls is, but It's much more explicit about that since it's hub world based. Run straight through. Useful tip. I think okay, there is a soul in here. What's up? Thank you, Moongrass. Right. Safe place. Really? Yeah. Didn't think so. Now with all the... Okay, cool. Running, 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 running. Don't stop for the items. Hang out in here first, and then you can go get the items. Whew. Yeah, so I bet people who played Demon Souls and then played Dark Souls are pretty stoked about the Hellkite Dragon. Just attacks the bridge, it looks like. Yeah, I see my total health is higher now. So it's kind of like the curse mechanic in Dark Souls. Just always active effect. He makes a lot of passes on that bridge. It doesn't seem like it's worth going back for those items once you've come down this way once. What does this thing got? Well, I think he just killed one of these guys here. 1, 2. I don't want to go down here just yet. So he doesn't come up here. Good to know. Yeah, I got a catalyst. I can cast spells now. I don't know if that was just a random drop or what. Sniper's Perch. You can use that to try to take him down from up top. The fact that I heard a different sound effect there worries me just a little bit. Well, maybe we're okay. Let's see if we go out this way. I'm worried about going that way too, you know? We want him to burn there before we start running. Not worth it. What if we... can we lure him over to this side? Oh, we totally can lure him over to this side. Maybe I can go back and get those other items. Perfect. That's a lot of souls. Oh my god, run. I'm so dead! Oh, that's a bummer. I lived somehow. I managed to take that giant hit. It's because I was at full health. Holy crap. That was an ill-informed decision. Alright, let's go down. Let's not try to cross the bridge anymore. This is a silly place. Dog? A wolf or something? I'm not a fan. What's it say? Be wary of the enemy's ambush. I think that they were all just moongrass, right? Looks like it. Actually, when I get a chance, I might try to go back home and upgrade my weapon since I've got some of this hardstone, but I kind of want to save it until I get a weapon I know I want to use. I'm digging the Bastard Sword. I mean, I did invest the strength in it for now, but beware of horde of foes ahead. Whoa! Should have expected a dude right there. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Hey, Cloud Reaver! How you been, man? Do you ever play this one, or do you just play Dark Souls? I mentioned an ambush up here. It's around the walls again. Yeah. I see you, baby. A friend lies in wait ahead. Okay. Another merchant, perhaps? So much darker. I wonder if there's like a light ability later on. Ring of gas resistance. I'll take it. Resistance against bleeding. I haven't encountered bleeding yet. Maybe there's not a friend ahead? Maybe this is a shortcut from another direction we'll run into later. Okay, well, we'll progress onward. Really smart about the shortcut level design. Ah, very good. Yeah, seems like a good way to experience the game, right? Someone who's willing to put up with it. Where are the dogs that I keep hearing? Horde of foes ahead. It's a great view. Oh shit! That's what I should be wary of all the time. There's a pretty view of the town. I've been wondering if you stare out the view, the dragon comes and burns you to death if you stand there long enough. That's how I would design it. Bloodstain. Oh, there's a dog. Hey, buddy. Wolfie. Great. Shit. This is all feeling like Capra Demon all over again, right? Don't have enough stagger resistance to avoid the stun lock. Yeah, I feel like I'm having a much easier time with this than Dark Souls, obviously, but more of that is probably the Crescent Moongrass system than my familiarity with the controls, I think. I don't know, it'd be cool to go to an alternate universe and observe me play Demon Souls without having played Dark Souls before. I think that's just a learning curve that's in common across all the games. Getting used to not mashing buttons, that sort of thing.
Ah, we meet again. Fancy that.
Hey, buddy.
Hope you find something that suits you.
Is this a circle or any other side? Might be. Don't care about any of that shit. Don't really want any of that. Might want to pick up the plate gear later when I have more endurance, but
Hard
not now.
times, eh? I'm sure you'll turn things around.
Figure out how to get behind him later on. Can you still murder NPCs in this game, and is there a consequence for it? Beware of the sounds ahead. Talking about the footsteps? Oh god. Way to freak me out, game. I suppose it could also refer to that. That's a lot of dudes to be stacked in one place. Let's heal up real quick. I mean, is there like a sin mechanic like there is? That's the other side of this. Oh, I should see what that item was I just picked up. Covered denies the... It might have just been a firebomb. Or no, it was a bolt. That's what it was. Yeah, so I guess that we get a de facto shortcut if we find a way to deal with this dragon. This is the second bridge. Assume he comes on that side of the bridge too, right? Yeah, he's coming now. Show enough. Nope, you're not doing your bullshit to me, buddy. Something like a Sid mechanic. That's fine. We want to go as soon as he burns this side here. Okay, perfect. He's on. He's committed. Go, 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 go! Oh, we're super dead. This is a bad decision. I'm at full health though, so I might yet be able to survive it! Ugh. It's safe here. Wonder if they really mean that, if that's the point where I have to run. Comes from the other side there. Oh, it's safe here message is gone. Let me try standing here and see if that's true. Okay, cool. Perfect. God, the delay. I got spooked out of my chair there. What are these dudes called? The spooky knights with the blue spirit faces? I'll look at what those items are in a second, hold on. After I kill this guy back here, and I might swing back and try to pick up whatever that item was. They're definitely tougher. Gotta pay closer attention with them. Blue Eye Knights. But that makes sense. That seems pretty straightforward as far as names go. Okay, they're all the way up there. I see now. This is it. Blue-eyed Spook Knights. Boss fight? This is a boss fight. Cool. He looks similar to the Iron Giant boss from Dark Souls. Later, Propagable. Who's this asshole? Are you serious? I don't just fight the Tower Knight? Fight a bunch of assholes in the room too? That's great. Ow. Hey, thank you for the follow. Hey, Garwinland. How you doing? Indeed, yeah. Oh, shit. Still has a crazy attack with that. Looks like we can take them all out. That's good. Wonder if you can use him to hit them. That would be pretty cool. Let's go with the strong strikes. We'll just swing twice and put ourselves in danger. Enemy's weakness is at its feet. Ooh, yikes. Let's use the Crescent Wind Grass real quick. To stay full up. The cutscene's like, you should probably deal with these assholes before you try to fight him. Yeah, you're laughing. Don't bother with bows. That seems to be generally the rule about Dark Souls, with maybe a couple exceptions. There's a couple fights where bows are pretty strong. There's another douchebag up here with a weird hat, but I don't think that he's accessible. Punish you for staying at range. Probably want to run behind him and sweep his legs. Oh god. That's a cool attack. Okay, there's range on that one. Hey, Andrea.
Hey.
welcome home.
You're almost done, right?
Yeah. Finish up this boss fight.
Zelda?
You can see that's a nice little. I did beat Zelda.
Okay.
Playing Demon Souls. There's a nice little indicator that that is his weak point. I like that. You don't really get that in. Dark Souls. How was your day? You doing
good.
jazzercise today?
No.
Okay.
Man, he should just stand behind that shield the whole time. Well, I guess if he wants to kill you.
He's trying to stand behind the shield, but he's much slower than I am, so I can run behind him.
No. It's like an annoying
Ouch.
little bug.
I can't trigger Andrea
It's
hype
like-
at the moment.
Hello. Sorry. This is like Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, I
It's
can hear
like bleeding.
that. Soul energy.
Is that what that is? I was gonna say slime.
Oh shit! That was a direct hit on the head.
How are you not dead?
Fortune. I was at full health. I'm very careful to keep myself topped off. Nice, big attack. Very much.
Very slow, lots of time to recover from.
Yep. Lots of time to. Oh, it's got different targets on his feet too. That's cool. Shit. We gotta learn the
Tells.
iframes. There's a certain number of frames when you're rolling where you can't take damage. It's not
That's
just
a weird
way to
looking
get you-
sword. It's more like a skewer.
Yeah, it's like a spear. Okay, that looks good. Maybe it won't hurt me if he falls on me. Maybe I'll just be okay. Idiot. I don't think his
he
head takes
fall
more
often?
damage. Check that next time. What's that?
Does he fall off?
I think we can knock him down again. What? He does a little jump.
He's not an elephant.
Big problem I've been making so far, a mistake I've been making, is I've been going for 2 hits, but my sword is a 2-handed sword, and it's way too slow for that. There's the invincibility frames in action.
Oh, iframes.
Yeah. So there's a certain number of frames in your animation when you're dodging where you just don't take damage. He's taking more damage per hit now, I think. Oh, maybe not. Oh shit, that's nasty when he does that.
So, is this a continuation from the last game?
This is the first game that came out. They made this game Demon Souls, and everybody liked it, so then they made Dark Souls, which is a spiritual
I'm gonna say
successor.
this looks just as pretty, if not prettier than
Yeah.
Dark
It's got a very
Souls.
different visual style. Dark Souls was much darker by design.
Like, this game looks really good.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely much more colorful in general. It uses lighting a lot. I think
The
you'll
word
like Bloodborne when you
intense
see
makes
it.
me think of camping.
Ow. Get it? Because it's intense. Yeah, very similar to the Iron Golem fight. I wonder if he would take more damage if I had a weapon that had like magic damage on it.
So
Could
this
try.
is a prequel?
It's not in the same universe. It's more like, the different Final Fantasy games aren't directly related to each other, but
Right,
they have
but
similar
they have
mechanics
similar-
in common.
Do you...
Which I'm just gonna get some more damage from having fire.
Why is your sword on fire?
I just used an
Are
item.
you a Zora High?
Thorosamir. I just use an item that lets me put my sword on fire. He does take extra damage in his head. I should have expected that from before.
Ouchies.
Significant amounts.
Yeah, if you had hit him on the head before, he'd be dead now.
I know, right? Kind of a bummer. Let's go. We'll get him. Super close. Woo!
Get your ass.
GG.
The demon was destroyed. You shall obtain the demon soul, a power that is beyond human imagination.
This one's quite a bit easier than Dark Souls. If you ever wanted to try a Souls game, this would be the one to try.
Nope.
No? Like, no.
The fact that you're even talking about iframes means no.
Well,
No.
it's not something you really have to think about. Okay. Really, that just means get a feel for the way your character controls. So every time I get an archstone, that becomes a warp point, right? I can just warp back here now. I'll go back and level up a few, and then we'll find someone to throw a host to, and we'll sign off for the night. This game's really cool, though. I like it a lot. It's a very different visual style. The story's a lot more clear. In this one, there's an old one who arose, and everybody combined their soul power together to defeat the old one and imprison it.
Okay.
And they said the reason the old one came out is because everyone was using soul arts or soul magic, and they're like, we need to swear off this as a human race.
But we're going to use it to imprison him.
Right.
Okay.
And they lost a lot of souls in the process. Now, the humans are bad, and they decided to use the soul arts again.
Oh. Is it because are they bad because they don't have souls?
I think it's because they were, like, addicted to power. So they use their soul arts again, which reawaken the old one. And shit's really bad now. There's this fog that's taken over most of the world. It's bad news bears.
They dug too deep?
Yeah, too greedily and too deep. Let me get this up to 50 equip burden. And then strength would take a while.
So, as you are using your soul powers, the old one is going to be released? Or a new old one is gonna come out?
I'm trying to go re-imprison the old one. We're gonna try to really seriously, guys. Let's not use soul power.
But you're using soul power to do it.
Of course, naturally. All right.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Item burden, which is different from equip burden, but I would like to go up a little bit. Wait, do I not have the souls? What's going on?
Okay, if it takes why don't you all just keep using soul power and just have it be someone's job every day to go re-imprison the old one?
What's that? I'm sorry?
I said, why don't you all just use soul power all you want and then just have it be someone's job every day to go and re-imprison the old one?
Go imprison the old one. You got this.
And then it's perfect. It should be easy to do because y'all are going to be way up on your soul power, strength.
Right.
And you could rotate, so that you've got Mondays and
I love you, Andrea.
Joe's got Tuesdays.
I want her to have pants, so we'll keep the pants on. We're close to being able to let her equip something else in addition to that. Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm going to go find someone to throw a host to, maybe someone else who's playing Demon Souls or Dark Souls. Give you an update on the schedule for the rest of the week. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We're playing Super Mario Maker and Ogre Battle 64. Thursday, expect to see some more of a game, Bravely Second, and then Friday is going to be Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, where you're a ghost who solves crimes. We're going to throw a host over to the Loch West Monster, who's playing Demon Souls. Here's the channel. And have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time.